Hi, Scorpio. This is Eileen with your April 2022 Psychic Tarot card reading. And you do have a lot of good cards. You've got some stressful ones, but it looks like something being phased out for some new beginnings that are much stronger, much more positive in your direction. Now, this is a general reading, so some of these cards may resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances. And I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. You're starting out with this Ten of Swords. This is relating to something coming to an end, something that has been maybe very difficult for you, that it's, in some cases, this might be the end of some job situation that just wasn't working out. It could be the end of a relationship, a living arrangement, something where it just wasn't meant to be. The universe wants you to move on. That's what I'm getting from this card. And you may have been the complete innocent party here, because I am feeling for some of you, some people acting really harsh with you. So this could be a work situation where people at work were just treating you very unfairly. And this is finally coming to a close. Either you lost that job, it phased out, or you quit, or something, or maybe you're being moved on to another place. Whatever it is, it's like it's over with now. Or it could have been a relationship where you were just really not being treated well. Like I said, possibly a living arrangement that just really was a hostile environment in some way, something. Whatever this is, it's over with. So, or it's coming to a close. This could also just be some financial situation that did not work out well for you. But the thing is, the universe intended this to be over with. It was time for it to end. Maybe it had lingered on longer than it should have. You even have the Six of Swords underneath here, which is indicating moving away from a bad situation onto something better, a calmer, better way of life. You have an Ace of Pentacles here. This is a great card for your money, career advancement, business opportunities. So if any of you are starting a new business, or you have a business of your own, or you might work in a particular field where you're getting promoted or getting a new job or something, better responsibilities, whatever it is, or you might be getting recognized more. I'm getting that for some of you in the workplace, being recognized and rewarded for your hard work, your ambition, and your accomplishments. And overall, this is just a really strong energy, positive card for you for new beginnings. If you are starting a business, or you have some business of your own that now maybe you're putting a lot more of your energy into it, it could pay off really well. Whatever this is for you, because I'm getting different scenarios for different people, this is something that really pays off, that really puts you on solid ground. Like over here, the rug got pulled out from under you. This is over with, time to move on. And you step right into this with this Ace of Pentacles, with a new beginning and a much stronger, more positive new beginning that's really intended for you. Because I'm feeling whoever had this Ten of Swords energy, because it's a general reading, you weren't supposed to be in that circumstance, okay? You're supposed to be getting bigger and stronger and better and moving forward, and that's what's going on here. And then, let's see, got a boost from the universe. Here, the World card. This is a major arcana destiny card. This is feeling on top of the world, like you're working at a type of business or craft or whatever that you enjoy, that makes you feel alive, that you really identify with, and doing well for yourself, being happy, being fulfilled, feeling joy in your heart and soul. I get a lot of creative energy with this card. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios, that you do have a lot of creativity, whether you maybe you kept a lot of it within yourself because you're very private. That's what I'm feeling for a number of you. You're very private. You've kept a lot of your own inner resources, your talents, your skills, whatever it is, your creative genius, whatever it is, you've kept it inside because it's almost like you haven't let a lot of it see the light of day, because you feel like people are going to criticize you in some way or not accept you in some way or something like that because of harsh treatment you've had in the past from other people, like you've been wounded in the past, and so you're extra cautious and protective of yourself. But it looks like here with this World card, the universe is saying time to come out in the open, out into the light with all of your passions, your inner resources, your talents, your gifts, because when you are participating in these activities, whatever it is, if you like to create things, maybe it's in the arts, maybe it's in dance or music or drawing, painting, creating something creative. When you're doing these activities and creating and letting all your ideas out, your passions, your talents, you're feeling fulfilled and happy inside your heart and soul. And if there are those people who don't approve or want to criticize you, it's just because they're jealous is all it is. They're bitter because maybe they're not feeling alive and happy and joyful, and they don't like it that you are. So let them go their own way, because you've got so much inside of you that needs to come on out. And it looks like a lot of you Scorpions will be doing that in the month of April and going forward. You might also be in the right place at the right time where you make some good connections for yourself. So if you have some kind of a skill, talent, whatever it is that you would really like it to get out more into the open, maybe you want to do this to make a living, maybe you do already, but you haven't had the right connections. This card is telling me for some of you, you're going to make those connections, even if it's purely by chance. You may not even be intending to do that at a moment in time where you just meet someone or somehow come together with another party that you can agree on some type of a business relationship that really moves you forward, and it just adds to your enthusiasm, it adds to your creativity, where your ideas and your plans and your work ethic, just going after it, just getting that energy to push forward. And this Ace of Pentacles alongside the World, great combination. And here, now we're back over getting near that Ten of Swords energy, Nine of Swords. So some of you are feeling that you're very uncomfortable in some situation you're presently in. It could be a work arrangement. It could be a living arrangement, relationship, where people are being very unfair to you. And you might be losing sleep at night. And so for those of you who are currently in some situation in April, if you look at the swords, they're not touching the person. So some of this could be worrying too much over things that would never happen, like worst case scenarios. And the advice of this card is to step back, take back your power, and you're better off extricating yourself from this situation. So for some of you, the universe just might force you out of something with this Ten of Swords, because the universe will do that. If you're lingering around somewhere where you're supposed to have moved on and you don't move on because you don't know where to go, or you don't want to make a fresh start or whatever, sometimes the universe will just squeeze you right out, and the universe is not very gentle when it does that. I mean, from my experience anyway. You're better off leaving voluntarily and moving on, whether it's a job that makes you miserable or some relationship or living arrangement, whatever it is, leave, make that decision just to go out and face what's out there and get out of it. This is being in one of those situations where you're so uncomfortable. It could be at work where people are just being downright mean and hostile, or ignoring, I don't know, wanting to blame you. I'm feeling for some of you people blaming you, like wanting to make something your fault. So, and you're very sensitive. This really hurts your feelings, because I feel like you haven't done anything to warrant this behavior, this treatment you're getting. These are very hard, callous, tough kind of people who are, they're just bitter and miserable, and they don't like it that you're not bitter and miserable like they are. And so they want to poke at you and give you a bad time and make you feel like you're not worthy, like you're not good enough, like whatever you do, it's not enough, or you do it wrong. Anything you do, you did it wrong. Like if you're in the workplace and you just can't seem to as far as other people around you, whether it's coworkers or people above you, treat you like whatever you do is not good enough, or you don't do it right, or whatever. It could be, again, it could be a relationship situation where you've got even relatives mistreating you, whatever. The advice of this card: step back, take back your power, get your confidence back, extricate yourself from that situation. No one should have to live that way. And a lot of times it does take time to get out of some uncomfortable circumstances. You don't want to just up and quit your job or up and move somewhere when you have nowhere to move to or whatever. You've got to make your plans, and because you deserve so much better. You don't deserve this. You deserve this here, what I was getting. And then this, Six of Pentacles. This is about being in that universal flow of positive energy, of prosperity, of success, of enjoying your work, doing work that's fulfilling for you, that you identify with, work that you're very good at. And people appreciate the quality of your work. They appreciate your temperament, that you're very steady in your temperament. You're not in a bad mood one day and a good mood the next. They like dealing with you, whether this is a workplace situation where you work for a company. If you work for a company, the higher ups would like everybody to be like you. They know that's not possible. They know that's just not human nature. A lot of people are going to not be nearly such good workers and reliable as you are. If you have a business of your own, the people you do business with enjoy doing business with you because they see that you put out quality. Whatever it is that your craft is, they know they can expect quality from you, and a good disposition, a good attitude dealing with you. Again, they're not getting you one day where you're cranky and mad and the next day in a good mood. They know you're very steady. So, and people appreciate that for sure. So, but this is making money, doing work you're good at, doing work you're enjoying. You take pride in what you're doing. The money is coming in and it's flowing out, but it's it's good. You're taking in more than you're having to spend is what it is. But you might even be feeling a little more generous with money, maybe some donations, or generous with your time, with others. Whatever it is, you are totally in that universal flow of abundance and prosperity. And I always recommend everybody learn about the law of attraction, of attracting things to you that you want, manifestations. So it's like in this image, a number of you, that's where you're at. You're feeling so good. You're doing what you want to do. You're enjoying yourself. You're taking pride in your work you're doing. The money is coming in. You're being rewarded. You're enjoying it. And you're spending freely because the money keeps pouring in. So if you're not in that situation, because it's a general reading, some people are going to say, no, I'm struggling right now. What you need to do is get into that energy, that frame of mind where you're putting out that feeling energy of that is how life is for you right now. It is flowing. And you're in that universal flow of prosperity and abundance. And the more you feel that way and put out those kind of feelings out into the universe will provide what matches that in your material life. So you will be rewarded for being in that place instead of being in a place of fear or anger or resentment or there's not enough. And then here's that Six of Swords, which is to me relating to this Ten of Swords. It relates back to this Nine of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving on from a difficult, stressful situation, whether it's a work environment, a relationship, a living arrangement. For a number of you, you're moving out of what's been a bad, difficult situation. And here, right alongside of it, you've got this Seven of Swords. This is about someone being dishonest, sneaky, possibly stealing something from you. This could even relate to like some relationship, someone cheating on you or lying to you. And this all ties in here. The Six of Swords is finally extricating yourself from these difficult arrangements. And just knowing, because you feel it. Scorpios are very intuitive. You're very psychic, so you can feel things under your skin when something's not right or a person's not being honest with you. I mean, you might fall for it temporarily, but then you start feeling it. You're listening to your feelings, that intuition, And it's like you know something's off, even if the person or people are acting all nice to your face. And Scorpios, you know, it might take you a while to actually move on from it because maybe you're analyzing that whole scenario and thinking about it, but it's like you feel it, and you know your feelings don't lie. My moon is in Scorpio, so I very much relate to the emotions and intuitive abilities of Scorpio. So I feel like you can tune in, especially to phoniness in people. I feel like you start just feeling like I don't know, something's off here. That's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. If you're not doing that, it's in you to do that. So definitely you want to put your Scorpion intuition to work for you, to benefit you. Because I can't tell you how many times I've had people in front of me acting all nice and one thing or another, and they walk away, or even on the phone with somebody and they hang up, and I start getting this bad energy, like they're saying mean things about me. And I know my feelings don't lie. I always know. I won't say anything to them when I talk to them or see them again, but I know. It's like I just kind of privately, it's like, oh, okay, I know what you're about, no matter how nice you are to my face. So you're like this, Scorpio. You have that kind of intuition to do that, because I feel like a lot of you do feel things under your skin. And you know when you're not in a nice environment or environment where you belong. And this is showing that you're moving on from that difficult situation, whether it was some kind of romantic relationship, work, living arrangement, whatever, you're getting out of it. You want peace. You don't want that. You don't want to be around people in situations that are, you know, that they don't appreciate you. They don't value you. I feel like a lot of you have had your self-esteem hurt enough from people like that, and you know that you don't deserve that, and you want a lot better. Including this Seven of Swords is someone who, this person might be around some of you now. It could be in a romantic situation even for some of you. That's what I'm getting. This person, they may have come across in the beginning like they have a lot of their own. Like maybe they've come across and acted like they have money, or they're well off, or they're doing fine for themselves in some way. But they end up, as it turns out, they haven't been honest with you. They were lying and putting on a little show to convince you. But I feel like in some way, for some of you, they've taken something from you. It might be something physical, stealing something, items or money from you, or in some cases it might be, if it was a romantic situation, they've been cheating on you. But I feel like for the most part, whoever has this Seven of Swords energy around you, this could even be for some of you, someone you thought who was acting like they're a friend, and in some way they're trying to take advantage of you. Okay, so you need to be on guard for that, because this is an April reading. We're in the beginning of April now. And I feel like you're going to know it. You're going to see through them. So you might already be aware of this. But I feel like for some of you, you're aware of that person's traits, how dishonest and deceptive they are. So you no longer, if you had romantic feelings, you're not really looking at them seriously that way. Or if supposedly that was a good friend or a coworker or whatever, you're kind of being tolerant of them, like, oh, well, they're not bothering me. But you need to try to extricate yourself from this person. They should not be around you, because they can't be trusted as long as they're around you in any capacity. That's what I'm getting, because I do feel like some of you are kind of feeling like, well, yeah, I know that person's over there, but I'm not worried about them, even though they're still around you somehow. Either they're coming around to where you live, or they're around you in your work, or a personal relationship, like supposed friendship or romance. This is not someone just to let stay in your life, okay? If it's somebody at work, just deal with them only as much as you must. But if it's a personal relationship, you're better off just cutting them out of your life, or keeping them as much at a distance as you can. You know, they'll say keep somebody at an arm's length distance. I'd say more than an arm's length myself. But next card you have, because you want to completely move away from the negative energy for those of you that are going through something or have been going through something. Again, it's a general reading. Some of this may not even apply to you at all. High Priestess is the next card. Again, High Priestess is a major arcana card. This High Priestess card is saying that your intuition is going to be extra sharp. in the month of April. Take advantage of it. The more you can tune into people and circumstances around you, whether it's business or personal, it doesn't matter. You benefit, okay? You're ahead of other people who block that, because a lot of people just block it. Like they don't know, all they know is what the person shows them or says to them. When you have that kind of intuition where you can tune into people, believe me, you're way better off, because then you know who you've got to really be cautious around if you're dealing with them in some capacity, whether it's some kind of personal situation or business, whatever it is. It's kind of like if you already know what they're up to and what they're about, then you know how you need to keep your distance and not get serious with them in any capacity, hopefully, if you have a choice. And so it's just the more you can be prepared when you can tune in to what's going on. And this High Priestess card is saying your intuition is going to be sharper than usual, Scorpio, so take advantage of it. The other thing I'm getting from this is that for some of you, there's some kind of romantic interest. You might be dating someone, involved with someone, or just getting to know someone, depending on who you are, because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. I'm feeling like someone's really going to be admiring you, be very attracted to you, and they're going to have a lot of romance kind of feelings towards you. But also, I'm feeling, for, if nothing else, they just want to be with you and go out with you and spend time with you. But I'm feeling for some of you, this person, this potential romantic love interest, they're really going to be wondering if perhaps you could be their long-term person for their life. They're going to be so impressed with you and so pleased, and just, I feel like they're just going to feel light and feel happy being around you. So at first they may not even be thinking about long-term and all that sort of thing. But I'm feeling as they get to know you and or get to spend time around you, it's like they start wondering if they could be so lucky as to have you for their life. Could you be their mate, their life partner going forward? But if not that, they're feeling like they just want to enjoy every moment. They're so mesmerized by you. So, and then this could also be in a business sense for some of you, where there's something going on. If you work for a company or something like that, work for others in some capacity, or even if you're having business dealings with others, there could be things going on under the surface that no one's informed you of so far. But they're making plans. They might be making some changes, making plans to expand in some way. And in one way or another, this could end up benefiting you. They might decide you're the one they want to put in charge of something, or you're the one they want to place in some key position somewhere, because they're looking at you as a really good member of their team. So there could be different scenarios that play out depending on who the Scorpio is, that can be very beneficial for you and really make you smile, whether it's on a romantic level or on a business level. Next card you have is the King of Cups, and the cups do relate to the water signs of Scorpio and Pisces, Cancer. And King of Cups has done well for himself. He's worked and done really well. I feel like he has a lot of charm and a lot of personal magnetism, and that has really helped him in business. I don't feel like he's necessarily been a workaholic. You know, some people just work, and they're kind of like a workaholic for years to get where they are, and then they're exhausted by the time they get there. I don't feel like he's had to knock himself out as much. I just feel like he's been just lucky. But I feel like a lot of his luck has been because of his personal charm and magnetism. I feel like he just it's almost like he puts a little spell on people. Not intentionally. I just feel like it's that magnetic personality. You know how some people just have you around them and they just seem to ooze this magnetism. And so I feel like he's this type of person. So he's attracted the right kind of people. He's attracted like-minded people. He's attracted good luck to himself because he puts out this really good energy. And I feel like he's a good person too. He is sensitive. He's got a great sense of humor. I feel like this King of Cups is in a playful mood in the month of April. And he does get to live well. He knows he's got a lot for himself, and he enjoys his lifestyle, and he knows he's got a lot to be grateful for, but he just likes to enjoy it, you know. And so he feels like he's in a very playful mood in the month of April. I feel like if you're single, I feel like this king is either single, divorced, whatever. Definitely he's available. And if you're single and open to a relationship, you might be the one among those that I'm seeing that he could be looking at and attracted to, maybe wanting to tease or joke around with a little bit to kind of get friendly. But he's got romance on his mind, okay? So if you recognize who this person is, maybe by the end of April, he really could be a great person to go out with and have a good time with, and money certainly would not be a problem. And I don't know about long term. It could possibly develop into long term, but I feel like he's more interested in just enjoying his life. And so I don't feel like he's got marriage on his mind. He may have been married before, it's possible, but I don't feel like that's directly on his mind now. He could end up settling down and getting married at some point in the future, but only if he had been already involved with someone for a good while and things just consistently stayed good. Like he knew that was his best friend and they still had fun together. But he does not want to commit to some relationship where it's good in the beginning and then it turns sour and he's stuck. That's what he does not want. He feels like life is too short to live that way. That's why he just wants to have someone he can really enjoy himself with and have a lot of fun with and enjoy the nice things of life, because he does have the money, the material, abundance, whatever. He would like having someone else to be having fun with and enjoying those things with him. And then the last card, and this is nice next to the Four of Wands, next to the King of Cups, the Four of Wands. This is about having some kind of celebration that could be a happy love, romance type celebration, maybe a wedding, maybe it could be a get-together with family and friends. But I do get romance from this card. I feel like for some of you Scorpios, you've got someone that's going to be in your life by the end of April or thereabouts that's going to be showing you they don't want to go they don't need to look anymore. They're at home when they're with you. They're home. They're in their rightful place where they belong. This person does have serious commitment. They're not afraid to make a serious long-term commitment. They want to be married. They want to have a family. And they're going to prove to you by their actions that you're the one they want to be with. And I feel like for you, it might be someone you're seeing now or that you will be in the near future. So for some of you, you might have a proposal of marriage, or you might get married, or you might have someone that's just letting you know, they love you, they want to spend their life with you, and maybe you all should just move in together or something. Whatever it is, they're not going to be trying to force anything, but they're going to be proven to you, showing you in their actions that they love you and you're the one they want to be with. And I feel like from your perspective, you're going to feel kind of almost like you're feeling kind of modest about the whole thing. Like you were not pushing that person. You were not pressuring them. You know how sometimes people in a relationship would pressure the person they're seeing for a commitment. You weren't doing any of that. You weren't being so, assumptive or anything. You weren't assuming anything. You were just taking your time getting to know the person and not sure of their true intentions. So when they start expressing these things to you and showing you, it's like you're pleased, and you are pleased. It's almost like you're grateful to see someone behave that way with you, after maybe other disappointments or heartbreaks or people being there 1 minute and they're gone the next, whatever. It's almost like it's a fresh start for you in a good way. So yeah, you've got some pretty good cards here. And then this is the Gilded Tarot I've been using. And now I'm going to pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. And if you like my readings, be sure and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscription. And check your Rising and Moon sign videos also. Some of those might resonate with you. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Scorpio for the month of April? what is your message for Scorpio for the month of April? I'm going to give it one more shuffle and fan these out, and we'll see what your message is for April. Oh my God, see, this ties in. Time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. That totally is tying in with this reading. Okay, and next I've got the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Radleigh Valentine. So I'm going to shuffle these, and you can be thinking about a question or some situation that's on your mind that you would like an answer for, or guidance, feedback on, while I shuffle the Angel Answers Oracle cards. Just think of your question or issue, whatever it is, while I'm shuffling. So angels, what is your message for Scorpio for the month of April? What is your message for Scorpio for the month of... Okay, I'm going to fan these out. All right, let's see. Okay, I've got to fix my computer screen going down. I'm reading these with the computer on my computer screen. Okay, within the next few weeks. Love the beautiful colors, all the golds and blues and everything in these imagery within the next few weeks. Okay, and then let's see. Last but not least, I'm going to pick one from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. So let me get this deck. Okay, shuffle these. So angels, what is your message for Scorpio for the month of April? What is your message for Scorpio for the month of April? Another shuffle. Okay, one more shuffle, and I'll fan these out. Okay. Let's see. What is your message? Okay, this says, Angel Daniel, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. This is tying in again with this romance I'm getting here. Angel Daniel, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. Okay, well, that's a nice message to end on. And, okay. So be sure and check your rising and moon sign videos, and feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Have a wonderful April. Happy spring, and we'll talk again soon.